Thank you very much for having me here. I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me, and this has been a great conference already. And I would like to take 1 minute to reflect on the people that lost their lives on their way here to the conference on the Malaysia airline. And thank you. Key populations. We all know what key populations are, and sometimes there are key population within the key populations. And the key population within key population are gay men, lesbians, bisexual, transgender individuals. We've had some times where key population within key populations have been severely discriminated against. We've had where we use the key populations which are more convenient for us to use, which is more convenient for us to use. We've had some times where we talk about drug users, sex workers, and when it comes to MSMs, we take a pause because it's something we don't like, or it's something, it's unusual to be an MSM. In my country, right now, there's a law that discriminates against MSMs, gay men also. They could go to jail for 14 years. Let me just say, if I was to be in Nigeria right now, having this meeting, we all could be going to jail for 14 years just for having discussion on gay men. Also, as a gay man in Nigeria, if I was to go to the hospital or go to a clinic as an MSM for HIV prevention messages or STI education, the doctor is also liable to go to jail for 10 years for treating me or just providing service for me. Also, if a teacher in Nigeria provides services for a student, he or she is liable to go to jail for 10 years. LGBT organizations that provide services for gay men in Nigeria are liable to go to jail for 10 years if they continue to be open, since the law has been passed. And also, in Uganda, we all know what's going on in Uganda, in India, in other parts of the world, where gay men are being criminalized against. They are the key populations. We are the key populations. I believe everyone is key population. But sometimes, why do key population with the key population are being stigmatized against? I was at the opening plenary yesterday, and we're talking about stepping up the pace, which is the main theme of this conference. But sometimes stepping up the pace have involved leaving some people behind, who have been left behind, gay men in Africa, gay men in 76 countries where homosexuality has been criminalized. How do we end AIDS if we really want to end AIDS? Does it mean leaving some people behind? 3 weeks ago, when I was praying for this conference, a colleague of mine in Benin City, Nigeria, where I grew up, when I left my parents' home at age 17, I had to stay with him. And he also left his parents' home, and he put me into his house, catered for me. We were in the street together. But he died 3 weeks ago of HIV. It's unbelievable. It's unthinkable to think about that in 2014. There are people still dying of HIV. What have we done? These are key populations that have been left out. These are key affected populations that have been left out significantly in the fight against HIV. As a gay man growing up in Nigeria, when I got infected, I didn't believe that I could get HIV through anal sex. All I saw, all I believed, all I saw on TV, on newspapers, is through heterosexual and needles and the blood sharing. That's how you can get HIV. You cannot get HIV through anal sex because no one taught me about it. It wasn't in the news, or you could see on TV in materials as a man and a woman, and they say use a condom. So that's what I saw. And me and my friends believed that as a gay man, we were immune against having HIV because no one told us that, oh, as gay men, you can also get HIV because you practice anal sex. But because the government, the people, eliminated that aspect of it, that when it comes to this key affected population, they are really not to be talked about because it's a taboo. It's something that is out of the usual, something that we believe is not normal. But if we must move ahead against HIV, we must include the real key affected populations who are most stigmatized. In Benin City, where I'm from, there are gay men who are living with HIV, who have refused, even before this law was passed, to go to healthcare centers because the healthcare providers were very homophobic. You cannot walk to a healthcare provider and tell them you're an MSM. Sometimes they don't even know what MSM is. They'll first ask you, sorry, what's that? And that's okay, I'm a gay man, and I have an STI. It's either they're going to call the police on you, or they're going to call their co-workers to come and see a gay man, because maybe they've not seen a gay man before, or maybe saw something that it's unusual to them. And at the end of the day, they end up not providing service for you. We have in the past few months, few years in Nigeria, we've had some significant improvements in the fight against HIV for care-affected populations. We've had organizations in Nigeria, especially, who provide services for gay men. But where do we stand right now? In 2014, January, my president signed into law the Same-Sex Marriage Prohibition Bill. They call it marriage, but it's not really marriage. It's a fight against our identity. It's a fight against who we are. It's a fight against us accessing the most basic human rights services. It's not a fight against us having gay marriages, because no one in Nigeria that I know is asking to have gay marriages. No one in Uganda is asking to have gay marriages. No one in other 76 countries who prohibit same-sex marriage, who prohibits against same-sex relationship is asking for gay marriages. They just want to be normal. They just want to have the basic lifestyle that everybody else has. To be able to walk through an healthcare service provider and say, yes, I have an STI on my butt. I need services. Can you provide this for me, please? Without being discriminated against. That's all we're asking for. If we must move ahead in 2014 and the fight against HIV, stepping up the pace includes everyone. Stepping up the pace includes gay men living with HIV. In these African countries, sometimes they are not even known. Most of the gay organizations, they are more focused on HIV prevention, which is great. But the gay men live with HIV. In the care-affected populations, have been left behind, because right now in Africa, there's no like I said, any programs targeting gay men live with HIV specifically. Yes, there are general programs that do HIV prevention programs, that provide treatment, but when it comes to care and support, we are still lacking that. I have, 2 weeks ago, I have a group of gay men in Nigeria to tell me, like, I have this presentation. What do you really want me to say? Because it's really about you. It's not really about me standing here in Melbourne talking about the thing that what's going on in Africa, but it's really about you, because I'm in the US. But what do you want to say? What they told me was that, I'll read it out. HIV treatment programs often fail to reach us. Gay LGBT organizations are focused on HIV prevention programs, and we have been left behind. The normal key-affected populations programs that are supposed to be for key-affected populations within the key-affected populations, we are not part of it because we are not seen as part of the normal key-affected populations. In 2014, if we must move ahead in stepping up the pace, it must include us. And I love this part which says, I'm a gay man from Nigeria, and I'm not a criminal. Thank you.